We've made it to Mountain Air Cabins up here at around 3,500 feet up.
It's really cute. It's actually cuter than I was expecting.
We'll go ahead and close that wing and go and get our room situated and see where the destination charger is. It was a long haul from Georgia up here to the mountains.
And I think we made up.
All right, look at this beautiful property. It's one of those places, again, the website doesn't do it justice at all.
Way cuter than what the website.
They need to revamp some of this stuff because I guess it's good to be pleasantly surprised than the other way around, right? Ah, there's the destination charger. They told us they would block it off and put a cone there because they knew we were coming. And of course, we chose this place solely for the destination charger.
North Carolina, and this is the Mountain Air Lodge. It has a Tesla destination charger, and we just rented this little cabin.
Just for the night. Beautiful 2-bedroom log cabin in the mountains.
Full kitchen.
Yeah.
Right here, fridge.
I just talked to the owner, and she had never seen an X, so she came out and was very excited to see it. She says she wants it to be her next car now. But here we are.
There's 2 bedrooms. There's kids' bedroom right here.
I love
He's
the
still
lawn.
in the pack and play, but there's a good corner board over there.
Yep, and there's another room on this side.
Master.
Yep. And a little fireplace. We're gonna walk across the street, go get some pizza, go play at the park, and we'll plug the car in as well here at the destination charger. So they put that cone there saying it's reserved for a Tesla owner, and the charger is back on the other side. And what we'll do, look at that, how awesome is that? Reserved for Tesla. Nice high power wall charger. I believe she said it was the 40 amp, which is, you know, what we have in the house essentially, which gives you something like 25 miles an hour. We're already sitting at 150 plus miles. So plug it in right here. What we'll probably do is, let's see, it says 4 hours to fully charge. So I'll probably just set a charging time there to start charging. You know what? I'll start charging right now. To 90%, and then before I go to bed, I'll schedule it to charge the remaining 10% right before we head out in the morning. So we'll have plenty of juice as it starts, you know, pulling the amperage in there. We're at the Mellow Mushroom waiting for our pizzas, and let's stay off the street, bud. And we're gonna walk over 2 blocks to the park across the street and comfortably enjoy our pizzas at the park. Pizza. This is yeah, it's a nice little gas station. Even the gas station's cute. Unfortunately, no level 3 chargers here.
Why don't gas stations just start installing chargers, like all gas stations?
I've heard.
It should be mandatory by like the next 5 years for them to have charging options.
Well, I don't know about mandatory, but you know what? If one is required to charge for 20 or 30 minutes, you bet you're going to be spending money at that gas station more than the 5-minute gas stop of an average consumer. And you know they make more money off of their snacks and goods than off of the fuel. So it would make sense to set up a few. I think I've heard there are talks about gas stations getting in on that, but there's just got to be, you know, the demand for it, and the demand is steadily increasing. Bonnie stands and eats as she watches everyone on guard. Hi.
When I was little, I used to hate when my mom dragged me in these antique stores, and now I love it.
My husband and I, Jim, own the Mountain Air Inn and Log Cabins here in Blowing Rock, North Carolina.
Okay.
Great little small town in the Blue Ridge Mountains, right off the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Tell us about this destination charger from Tesla. What inspired you to get this set up here?
The first thing was one of our repeat guests had gotten a Tesla, and he said, do you know anywhere around that has a Tesla charger? And we're going, oh my goodness, because we love technology. Yeah. Even though we, in this beautiful little village where we can relax from it, we decided that, oh, this would be good. And so we connected with the Tesla people. They jumped all over it. Yeah. We jumped all over it. We said, this is a great place to have a destination charger. Yeah. So we decided, even though, you know, you gotta, as long as we try to embrace the past, we still have to embrace the future. Correct. And Tesla is also what we like about Teslas. Yeah. We're about conservatory, protecting our wonderful world out here. Yeah. So we decided, do it, and it has been great. We've had people stop by. We've had a lot of Tesla guests come in. Yeah. And we've had people from other hotels stop by. Can I charge? And we go, oh, really? Sure. That's nice. So it's been great, and we've helped promote getting some more Tesla chargers in the area. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And what was the process like? I guess Tesla set somebody up, or the equipment, or how did that work? Well, what they did is they we contacted them. Mm-hmm. And they immediately contacted us. I mean, it was painless. Mm-hmm. We had an electrician who we could work with, or they had one they could have referred to us. They sent us everything. We set it up. The town was thrilled that we got it approved right away and got it all set up. Nice. And it was seamless. Like, and here it is. And when was it all set up? We set it up in June. Okay, so very recently. Very recently. I had no idea. We were the first one in Blowing Rock. Okay. And then we just have our little reserve sign for our Tesla people. I know, right, I love the sign that says reserve for Tesla. Yes. Excellent. So we've enjoyed it. Nice. It's been fun, and then we get to see the Teslas that come in. Yes. Even been for a ride in a couple. Nice. Got to see the new SUV Tesla, which was awesome. Yeah. Told my husband I wanted one. It'll be next, but you have the setup for it now. Yeah, so we're just real thrilled. Okay. We're just real, it's been a great, Tesla was fantastic. Mm-hmm. We didn't, they provided us with the charger. Yeah. And made it wonderful. Yeah, so we looked at places to stay when we were thinking about coming up here, and we went on Tesla's website and found us? And found you guys, and it was the obvious choice. The other ones were restaurants, and this was someplace we could sleep and charge overnight as opposed to staying at a restaurant. And it's and you can still walk to the restaurant. Yes, absolutely. It's really nice. You don't have to leave your car there. Yes. Check this out. This is the Windy Mountain Road, and autopilot is still enabled, as in it's allowing me to enable it, which is kind of interesting. Well, that's what I started out yesterday when I was driving. I was on a windy road, and I really felt like it was a roller coaster. Like you're just sort of like hanging out in the roller coaster, but I didn't really like that as much. It made me a little nervous. Yeah, I don't know if I trust these roads with where you have trees here. You can't tell, but when it opens up, there are several 1,000-foot drop-offs off the cliffs here, and I just would not want autopiloting down here, because any minor adjustments that it has to make, if it makes it slightly too late, you might be flying high. Yeah. And I think one of our goals with this YouTube channel is to really show people how you can have an electric car, and you can travel, and you can still do things that other people do with a gas vehicle. Yeah. Or you say ICE vehicle, isn't that the right Internal term? Combustion engine cars, yeah. So that kind of just shows, how we're doing it. When people always ask how long does it take to charge and all that stuff, and what's really interesting, excluding supercharging time on road trips, which are a handful of times a year, I always say it takes about 5 seconds to charge. That's how long it takes to plug it in, and you're done. You get in your car, you're fully charged, then you move on with your day. But most people spend 5 minutes or so a week filling up their gas. So give or take, some people fill it every 10 days, some people every 7, but just depending on how much you drive. But it's incredible, because a year and a half of your life is spent filling up gas in your car, and people are often shocked to hear that. But that's how much it accumulates to when you fill up
and spend about 5 minutes at the gas station every 7 to 10 days, it accumulates to about 16 to 18 months of your life. And with charging, it's literally just a few minutes a year that you're actually waiting for your car, and then you plug in, you go to bed, so those are a couple seconds, and then 30, 40, 60 minutes, depending on how many several 100-mile trips per day you make, and you need to wait for a supercharger. But even then, it's free, and you have to get out. In our case, we have to get out a lot more frequently than the 250 or so miles the car can go. So we have to get out typically every 150 miles, so every 2 hours of driving, to let the kids use the restroom and grab a bite or something. So charging is really never an inconvenience in our case. So the autopilot still comes and goes. I'm just shocked the speed limit here is 55. Once you get any sort of an open stretch for a few feet, you get autopilot enabled. So I put it in autopilot. I actually brought it down to 20 miles an hour. Here, I'll bump it up to 25. And it's interesting that it comes up on corners. And
why is it hugging the inside though?
It does.
There's like barely.
Let's bump it up to 30 miles an hour.
There's barely a little bit of a lane here. There's no shoulder at all. And it, for some reason, is hugging that inside lane.
Wow.
Whoa.
It went all, it crossed over to the other lane.
We just crossed over on autopilot. So.
Autopilot could not keep it in its lane when it came to these super sharp. I'm going to bring the speed down to 25 miles an hour.
That's not good.
Now look, and again, it's crossing over into the oncoming traffic. It really shouldn't let you do autopilot here. This is
why you always keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It did just cross over.
So I'll bump it up to 30 miles an hour.
Had there been oncoming traffic.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it out. It was just gonna go right off the cliff.
Wow.
There you go. Don't do autopilot on windy mountain roads, even if the car says that it'll be okay. I guess the car is not smart enough to realize that it's not capable of keeping itself in a lane. Even if I'm going 30 miles an hour below the speed limit, the curves are so windy that it just cannot keep the steering wheel turning efficiently enough.
So we still have a little bit of work to do with that. I mean, can you see how windy this is? Yeah, that doesn't even do it justice.
When you get up here, it is beyond windy. I believe we're going to climb 2,000 feet in 10 miles right there. It's a major incline.
I feel like there's probably more switchbacks than that even shows.
We made it to our first stop here. If you guys want to get out and check out Forrest Gump Curve, there's a sign right up in that corner. We'll go check out the scene out of Forrest Gump where he just kept running and running, and they filmed it right here. That's when bearded Tom Hanks ran up that corner right there, up the mountain with this view in the background. Well, I would not be surprised if this is the first Model X ever on Grandfather Mountain. A lot of the places we've taken this car, it has been the first Model X ever to be there, so it kind of feels cool in a sense to be the first X ever to be up in places that, it's highly unlikely that other X's have been here.
Then can you say, "Run, Forrest, run"?
Who's Forrest?
Who is Forrest? I have no idea who Forrest is.
Who's Forrest?
Who is Forrest? Forrest Gump.
No, who's Forrest?
It's a guy in a movie, sweetie. It's a really popular movie from a long, long time ago when Mommy and Daddy were kids.
Run, Forrest, run!
It's not exactly that scene. It's the scene where he says, "I just kept running, and I ran and I ran." I think the camera was set up there, and Tom Hanks was actually coming around this corner because the view in the background, something like this. But a lot of the movie, again, was filmed across the southeast. And here's the view. Kim's Instagramming.
I wish that car wasn't right next to us.
Look at this incredible view right off the edge of the mountain.
Daddy.
Yeah? You see the yellow brick road? Yep. That's where we're going. We're gonna go up to the Mile High Bridge. This bridge is a mile high.
The little one is in the carrier.
It's a great idea.
Even though he is probably too big for it.
Look at that lake down there. How incredible is that view? There it is. Mile High Bridge. It says only 40 people on the bridge at a time. I think we're okay on this Friday morning. You know what that says? You know what this says? It's a mile high right here. 5,280 feet exactly. Look at this. It says low gear, steep grade, no walking. We're getting 656 watt hours per mile. And I'm just going to lift my foot off entirely and regen. Almost too slow. I almost need to use the accelerator.
Right. And we're going to focus on driving now. So we're not
Kim is a nervous mess.
Yeah. I don't want you
She doesn't.
I want you to focus on driving.
Look at that view though.
That's going to be it until we get down.
But it'll be interesting to see how we do on regenning down this mountain several thousand feet.
Okay, well we can show the graph afterwards. We are just going to focus on taking these curves and these turns, and that is that. Thank y'all.
Yeah, look at this. Really high highs and really low lows on the energy consumption meter. And now in the green coming all the way down. So we actually started with an estimated range of 212 at the top of the mountain. We picked up 3 miles of driving coming down the mountain with regen. We will continue on to Beach Mountain.
Wait till the whole thing is done first.
Oh no, we gotta see the behind the scenes.
Come on.
You actually look just like Dorothy.
Well, I already had this dress, so. But now, these were homemade. So when I was little, my mom used to always make her Halloween costumes. So that's kind of where I got my creativity from. Liam doesn't like his costume.
No, he doesn't even have his hat on.
I don't think that, we'll see how far we get.
He's just not used to having fall foliage on his outfit.
I don't think he likes the collar on his neck. It's okay. He's not really digging it.
Oh, he's not gonna want to be a scarecrow. Oh, buddy. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. It's just weird how it has stuff on it, huh?
Off to see the wizard.
Finally gonna go see the Wizard of Oz play.
He's going to wear his scarecrow costume.
Yeah, we had a little wardrobe malfunction and had to switch out back to our t-shirt. Lion has been pretty popular. Hi, Lion. Yeah. And look, level 1 charger. As a Tesla owner, any plug is a charging plug. Well, you're not in Kansas unless you're eating corn.
It's actually really good.
Some nice corn on the cob. Yeah.
You look like just like a lion. Okay, pick it up.
There's the barn. We're about to go to Dorothy's house. Wow, look at Dorothy's house. The old school plaster. Look at those Pez dispenser Wizard of Oz. That thing would garner quite a few pennies.
It's totally like it's really, really dark. So like, this one looks scared. So it's so scared.
Dun, 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 dun. I'll get to you, my pretty. See your courage.
You gotta show your.
Let's see your courage, Landon.
You gotta be brave.
Landon, do you want to hold the water
she's
bottle?
running away. She doesn't like water.
She doesn't like water, and we have a water bottle.
And you have some courage already. Doctor, don't. Oh no! Look at her sister down here. Landon, look down here.
Actually, like really scared. Look at Liam's poor little face. He's like really scared. It's okay. You have Toto.
Hi.
Are you a friend of the Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you a relative of the Lions? Yeah? Are you as cowardly as he is, or do you have courage?
You have courage?
Courage? No, that's okay. The wizard will help you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
We're a little scared.
That's okay. Here. It's okay. I won't hurt you. It's just straw. I'm all full of it.
Do you want to try your scarecrow costume on again?
You want to look like me?
Do you want to look like?
Need some oil?
This is a good Tin Man. Wow.
Hey!
Landon, look at his.
Hi.
I like your costume.
Beware of lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
There's no place like home. Let's see.
I'm supposed to be the king of the forest!
Don't scare him, Landon. He's scared. He has no courage. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys.
Ring that bell. Can't you read? You can? Well, push my buttons. Come on in.
It's the wizard.
You're welcome. Hello there. Oh, my goodness. Did you come to see the wizard? Well, I am the Wizard of Oz.
Well, we've left the Wizard of Oz Fest and heading out. We left up there with 190 miles. That was about 15-20 miles ago, but we still have 188 miles of range, and you can see the energy chart there and also there. Look at that. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And I was thinking, you know, the car getting about 250 miles of usable range. It's interesting because I think 200 miles, and this kind of, you know, pushes the charging infrastructure and the range to the limits with the extreme elevation gain and then drop. I'm thinking that, you know, 200 miles is probably the minimum you'd like to have to be able to use it pretty much in every single scenario. The closer you are to 200 miles, the more challenging or more planning it's going to involve. And, you know, right now the 100D that'll be coming out shortly will give you about 315, 320 miles of range. And then beyond that, you'll get probably about 350. I think Tesla's going to top out as far as the range with their batteries, probably around 350 or so. Because I think the basically laws of physics and the chemistry involved in the battery cells only give you, you know, so much room to work with. So I think 350 would be pretty much comparable with everything else on the roads, and with the charging infrastructure expanding and destination charging, that makes everything that much easier. Family is dropped off at Chipotle this time, right next to the same Whole Foods that we supercharged off of, and I'm going to go back to those hotels across the street there and plug it in for about 20 minutes, and that'll be enough juice to comfortably make it home. And I got a notification on my phone about 10 minutes ago saying it was wrapping up, so we're gonna head back in and head on home. We'll call it a night here. Supercharger gets so hot after a charge session, it's incredible. It'll almost burn you. Let's see how much we have. 212, plenty of buffer, and yep, we'll head on home from here. Thanks for watching.